What is up, loud and proud crowd? Back out here with the truck. My grandfather and my little brother were going to be trying to drop the fuel tank on it. Last night we left off sanding the frame, just trying to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what we're dealing with here. And it came out decent. What we're going to do is drop the fuel tank so it's out of the way for replacing the cross member, sanding on the inside of the frame so that it doesn't rust from the inside out. And then also so we can do some welding on the bottom side of the frame that's really close to the fuel tank so that we're not striking a fire or something out here. So we're going to get to doing that right now. We're going to set up the camera, just kind of catch a lot of this on time lapse real quick. Okay, so let me kind of fill you in as to where we're at with the truck right now. Basically, my grandfather and my brother and my dad all had to leave, but what we were doing is we're trying to lower the fuel tank. So we have to drain the fuel out of the tank, at least most of it, so it's light enough to where we can move the tank around. It's not going to be a big deal. And I think there's about 10 gallons of fuel in there, so we've got that siphoning out right now, and it's still draining, but we're using such a small tube that it's taking forever for the fuel to drain out. I'm thinking about doing is just waiting until this first can is full and then basically emptying that into the red 12 valve and then setting it up again so it's ready to go. And then while that's draining, I'm going to go and mow the church property that I've got to take care of because this will take about 2 to 3 hours to fill up anyway, so I'll have plenty of time to go do that and get back. Well, I've got just about a full tank of fuel here, not the truck, this can, and the truck is completely on empty, so I'm taking my diesel out of my truck and putting it in this truck, and then I'm going to restart the siphoning process. And then since it took about 2 hours to, well, actually it took more like 3 hours to get it as full as it was, I'm going to restart the siphoning process, and then I'm going to head over and mow that church, and then when I get back I should have just about another full can and the tank should be pretty much empty, so then I'll be able to remove that and get to some more sanding and stuff like that. Well, since my truck is down for work right now and the 7.3 Dad has at the other farm, we are going to take the old 6.7 KingRanch and get that mowing done. So these trucks, guys, I mean, a landscape trailer is nothing obviously, but like we've towed some big goosenecks behind this with like loaded down with round bales and crap. I mean, these things just haul like incredibly. Like it's amazing how these things tow. Like this thing loaded down tows way better than it does not, with no trailer at all. Driving this truck down the highway, it's obviously smooth, it's cool, it's quiet, whatever. But when you have this thing loaded down with, let's say, 10,000 pounds of round bales on a gooseneck or more, 10 to 20,000 pounds, the thing just rides so smooth. The thing rides like a Cadillac cruising down the highway 70 miles an hour. So yeah, freaking just love this truck. But I'm just going to go get this done. I'm not really going to do much video there because I got too much video to take when I get back with the truck still. So I'm going to get going right now. I'll get back as soon as I'm done. Well, everybody, thus far it has been a little bit of a not so, I don't know how to put it. The day hasn't gone quite to plan, which happens a lot. So, I mean, there's not really a whole lot you can do about that. It's just kind of the way it happens. But I've been trying so hard to get this fuel tank emptied in my truck so I can drop it, get behind there to clean it all up, to get everything cleaned up, sanded up, cured, all that good stuff. And it's just taking forever. We've already taken out 8 gallons of fuel out of that fuel tank, and I only had a quarter tank, or really close to it, maybe a little bit more, but it probably looks like there's at least another 5 gallons in there. And so we're just trying to empty the tank to make it easier to drop the thing, but it's taken forever. It's like 3 in the afternoon. We started emptying this thing this morning at like 9:30, and it still is not empty. So it's just the hose that we're using to siphon it is tiny, but we don't have another option right now. You know, we don't have another hose laying around that we can use for that, you know, application that's the right length and diameter and all that other stuff. So it's been a little bit of a pain in the butt because I really wanted to get like all the sanding done today, everything, and so that I could be curing it, you know, by tomorrow, which I'm still probably going to be curing it by tomorrow, but I'm also probably going to have to do a lot more sanding tomorrow as well. Kind of sucks a little bit, but I guess we'll try to make the most of it. If I can try to get the fuel tank at least dropped today in this video, I'm going to try to do that. So tomorrow maybe I can go full force and get everything done. But as of now, it's just been really, really slow draining that fuel tank. So trying my best, and all my fuel is going in that truck. Well, everybody, we got the fuel tank pulled out of my truck, and it is a 36 gallon, so had a couple guys come over and help me drop it out, like hold it while I lowered it down, and I got most all the fuel out. I got that can, 5 gallons, pretty much full. There's probably 2-3 gallons still in there, but across the whole tank, it's not that bad. And I ended up putting 8 gallons of diesel in that truck, so that truck really needed fuel anyhow, so I guess it is what it is. It's cool. I ended up getting some sanding done on the frame down around on the inside, and I also got some old fuel lines, not fuel lines, brake lines pulled out that were just left in there that were rusted out, falling apart. They had already replaced them with the new ones, and they just kind of left these hanging in there, so I just took them out myself and basically added all the rest of the rust. I broomed up into that bucket. So we're going to go over here and just kind of give you a real quick glance at what I actually did. Very good finish on it now, very smooth. Still some more to do for sure. Got to move some lines so we can get to the rest of it. And some small areas that I didn't touch up. As you can see, sanded, not sanded, sanded. Well, everybody, that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got something out of it. Sorry if I have stuff on my face. I do not know. Anyhow, got some stuff done on the truck. Tomorrow, hopefully, I can finish sanding and maybe even start to coat it. If not, maybe some stuff for the red 12 valve we've got sitting inside I need to get done with that truck as well. Those are some easier mods to do, though, not so time consuming and you know, intense with, you know, actually having to do stuff on the truck. So anyhow, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, leave your comments down below, subscribe if you have not yet, join the family. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Doing what I love, going day to day, but I know it takes time and I'm patiently waiting. Sometimes I contemplate, cause one day you feel so close and the next is out of sight. But I know I gotta hold on tight to go back to just going out every night. Like if I'm about to let it go now, I can live alright, live a normal life, doing 9 to 5. But I know I'm more than that. I gained this skill, wasn't born with that. At the end of the life, it's a memory.